What's going on, guys? It's Zoe with 25MAY23 DFS here to bring you another WNBA slate breakdown for today's two-game slate. We have been knocking these out every single time that we have a decent-sized slate on these decent-sized set of games on the dock. You will get these breakdowns. If you guys are enjoying this content and you guys want to continue to see it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, talk to me down in the comment section. I've been getting some pretty good feedback and have been enjoying it. One of the things I got, hopefully it is corrected today. I turned up the mic sensitivity so you guys can possibly hear me a little bit better. So hopefully that will help. We've been doing these breakdowns, and honestly, I think that we called it pretty good in the last slate that we had on Tuesday with the Sun and the Mystics and the Lynx and the Dream. Pretty good calls in both of those, and we'll go over it a little bit, do a little mini recap in regards to it, especially for the Lynx and Dream one, because I have to talk about the Lynx for today. But if you guys are really enjoying this content, make sure you guys stay tuned, putting out some information, stuff that I find, things like that, and really just enjoying it. If you guys would like to see our DFS lineups and our prize picks and stuff like that for the day, make sure you guys check down the link in the description below for the Patreon. It's only $10, and I promise you will make that back within your first week. Last night the board dropped really early, pretty much midnight, and we were putting out picks. All picks that were put out last night have pretty much been bumped. So if you guys are waiting, holding out, things like that, waiting for videos and stuff like that, you're missing out. People who are waking up, putting out their videos and stuff now, they're missing out. The stuff has already been bumped. Aja Wilson last night, her prize pick prop for first half was like either 19.5 or 20.5. That thing's been bumped up to 22 fantasy points already for first half prop. One I can call out. Her rebounds was at 9.5, already bumped up to 10. So things like that, you guys are missing out on that early value, and we're getting it out there to you in the Discord and on the Patreon. So make sure you guys check that out down in the link in the description below. Going over to today's slate, we have a two-game slate. This is a mid-level slate. Really, I'm personally going to say it's ugly, just for the fact that we have two teams in regards to two teams that are pretty much just still trying to find their way, figure it out, looking for a win. And then we have a super team versus one of the middle of the pack teams. I expect this game to somewhat be close-ish. I know this game for sure should be close considering just who we have inside of it. But this game right here is going to be a coin toss in regards to if the Sparks can hang with the Aces. That's going to be the big thing in determination for this game right here. Looking at the injury report for the Aces, we just got Raquan Williams. She's still out. For the Sparks, they're still without Azura Stevens, Jasmine Thomas. For the Lynx, they are without Achanwa. And then for the Mercs, they are still without Shea Petty, SDS, and Gustafson. They are all out for their selective teams. So do not play them. Do not put them in a lineup. Just know that they are not playing today. Going over, looking at doing a little recap in regards to looking at who we got on the slate. We're going to focus on the Lynx. So the Lynx, they played the Dream on Tuesday. If you guys paid attention to that breakdown, you paid attention to my weekly overview and stuff like that, I did say the Dream that they should win this game, and that's exactly what they went out there and did. It looked a bit shaky because they did get fell behind by like 19 at one point, but they stormed back, they came back, and of course they won. When you have Rainey Howard, she went out there, she did not have the greatest game. To say she started out decent in that first quarter, but I swear I feel like she tweaked something happened, and then she just fell behind from there, and then that just led to the Alicia Gray takeover, and she went out there, she did her thing. 26 points, 2 blocks of steal, 10 rebounds, and an assist. Really great all-around game from Alicia Gray. I like the fact she's playing 35 minutes. If you know, there's only 40 minutes in WNBA games, so she's practically out there for almost the whole game. That's another thing to pay attention to. She's pretty much almost playing like AT. AT's playing 35, 38 minutes a game. So something to keep an eye on if those minutes are going to really stay up like that, especially if she can stay out of foul trouble. No fouls this game. I love that. I really do love that. All right, focusing on the Lynx. Like we said in the breakdown last time, this team is just pretty much Collier. She's going to be the one that's going to do everything. She's going to be the one that's going to put the team on her back. Went out there, dropped 20 points, a block, 2 steals, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. I like the fact that she's getting involved in the assist and rebounds category, that she's doing a lot in that aspect, because it just shows the all-around game and the fact that she has her hand in the pot everywhere. I wish that she can get some type of production from someone else besides Aerial Powers. I'm going to hit on that in a second, but the starters, they're not really doing much to help her out. You got Kayla McBride camped out behind the three-point line, 2 of 8 from 3. One of these games is going to fall. She's getting 8 attempts, 8+-ish attempts. Got one of his back-to-back games where she's had at least 7 to 8 attempts. That's really great. That's good. But we just need to see him fall. It would be great if you could give us some more production in some of these other stat categories. But the 8 3-point attempts is really great, but 8 points, that's not. We need more than that from you, especially for that. I'm starting to become under the assumption that the Lynx are just glorified tanking. They're doing it not glorified, sneakily tanking, because pretty much when you look at the team, it's a decent team on paper, I would think, because you have pretty much your star player Collier. I do feel like she can carry a team. She can do everything, do what's needed. Diamond Miller, her, you got your rookie. I really was kind of disappointed in the fact she only played 22 minutes. I expected her to play more minutes than that, especially after reading the articles and stuff and just seeing how much the team was boasting her up into the sense that she would have played more minutes. But, of course, the issue there was the fact that she did get in some early foul trouble in the first quarter that did cut into her minutes. And then, of course, Tiffany Mitchell being out there, she looked pretty good. She only took 9 shots. I would expect her to take more considering that she had it kind of going. But Tiffany Mitchell, she ended up taking 27 minutes. But Diamond Miller, if she could stay out of the foul trouble and just get the shot to fall, I know the progression is going to come. It's going to be there. I'm going to be on that wave early, especially for the fact if she's giving me defensive stats like this, I'm going to be early to the party while everyone else is still trying to catch up. I'm going to continue to look at Diamond Miller. If her price is right, I'm going to continue to look at that. Prop plays, stuff like that, I'm going to continue to look at Diamond Miller. I just feel like her trajectory and where she can go is just going to always be there, and it's going to continue. Well, use the one downstairs. Okay. Go ahead. Come on, hurry up. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter making a little cameo. Push it hard. There you go. Make sure you close the door. All right. So that's pretty much it. Looking at that, going down to Powers. I know everyone was calling for why didn't Powers play more minutes? Powers should have played more minutes. Powers, she was out there. She did really great. 9 minutes drop, 10 points. Yes, great, Danny and all, but I just feel like, again, like I said, not glorified, sneaky tanking, pretty much. Because, yes, Powers had it going, and I don't see why Powers didn't get more minutes. I don't see why Powers didn't get more run. You already pulled Banham from the starting lineup. You put Allen into the starting lineup over Banham. I think that was for defensive purposes because you felt like Banham would have got bullied out there, just the aggression that the Dream play with and how they can get downhill and stuff like that. But that right there, man, I don't know. I just really feel like Powers, she would be playing for a championship contending team. She would be getting those bench minutes. She would be the one leading the bench in regards to minutes. I know people dog on her in regards to her play because she can be hit or miss, but she plays with the tenacity. She brings it on the defensive end, night in, night out, and she can go out there and she can score you a bucket. She's a hooper, point blank period. Going over to the Mercury and the Sparks from the looking at it, like I said, the Sparks, they dropped 94 points in their season opener, which is really great. I don't think they're going to drop 94 points again today, especially just again they're going up against a super team in the Aces. But looking at them, production of course was very even and pretty nice, coming from the Gumke sisters, and then Lexi Brown. She looked really great. Jordan Canada, you'd like to see a little bit more from her. If you're not going to score, I would like to see the assists be a bit more, which is going to be something to definitely check out. She had 5 assists going into the half. Didn't get any more after that, which was a little bit concerning. Chenny, this is a really good stat line for Chenny. I like seeing that kind of stat line from her, for her. If she can continue to do something like that, that'll be really great. If she can continue that. That's always just been my negative downside that I've always had in regards to her, is just the fact that she will be hit or miss on and off and stuff like that. Go ahead, Mama, and then close the door. Go. But NECA, of course, we know this is her team. She's going to lead it. She's going to do everything. She's, pretty much the leader for this team. If she can get it going, then she's going to get it going. Going up against the Aces, I don't think that she's going to have too hard of a time out there in regards to what she can bring to the table. She has a mixing bag of what she did last season. 18 fantasy points, 32, 38 fantasy points. So I know she can get off, but it's just going to be a question of if she will be able to bring it out there, going up against Audrey Wilson and Candace Parker. But I think she'll still have a pretty decent game. I wouldn't be surprised. And then Chenny, it's of course still to be seen. Lexi Brown, she looked really decent out there in that opener, so that's really great. Not bad. But all right, that's just a quick overview. So going over to DraftKings, like I always do, I will break this down into a high tier, mid tier, value play, low play players. I'll talk on some GPP/cash game type things like that. 2-game slates. If you guys are playing cash, especially on DraftKings, what I like to do is I'll create the pool, the head-to-heads, because that is still a cash game. It's 50-50 if you're going to win. With the fact of how some people, they like to get cute whenever it comes down to it. Cash games, play the chalk. Play the chalk. Typically, that is what will win you, especially in the cash games. When you're going head-to-head, sometimes I know we call them fish. People who really kind of don't know what's going on in WNBA, they'll just shove in some random players, shove in their best players that they think is going to do something, stuff like that. Like someone might shove in Diana Taurasi because they think she's going to go off going up against the Lynx, but yet they haven't actually seen that DT. She's been hot in the first half and has been crap in the second half. Complaining about fouls, her shot's just not falling, and old legs and definitely getting caught up with her. So you might want to go with someone like Jackie Young or Chelsea Gray. Stuff like that. That'll make you a little bit different inside those cash games, things of that nature right there. But all right, going over and starting with the top tier, we really don't have any 10K, 11K players for today. We're starting up top. Kelsey Plum jumping straight up to being 9-9. Dropped 39.3 fantasy points in the last game. Not bad. She actually has a pretty good history going up against the Sparks. Last season, 36, 35, 47, and 41 fantasy points going up against them in the 2022 season. Again, I don't hate it. To me, the Aces, they're still the same team from last season. Only thing that they did, they just added Candace Parker. That's it. Got rid of Hamby, you got Parker. Parker sliding into that starting lineup, into that role. That's it. That's the only difference. Still the same production, same women out there running around playing. Now, oh, it's a narrative. You know, you got Candace Parker facing the team that drafted her. Okay. I don't think Candace really cares about that. Candace has been all right whenever she plays against the Sparks, but not nothing that I'm jumping. Oh, my God. You know, the team is still going to run their offense, run their sets, do what they got to do. You got snipers in Plum and Jackie Young out there. They're still going to go ahead and take their shots. Doesn't matter the fact that Candace Parker is playing against the freaking Sparks. Same thing for Chelsea Gray. We saw this matchup last year for Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray went out there. She played like she plays. Chelsea Gray, last season against Spark, 26, 29, 23. 10 points, 10 points, 14 points. Chelsea Gray, like, all right, yeah, cool. I'm playing against the Sparks. All right. Like, I don't think that we got to buy too much into the narrative right there. If I'm looking at it, Plum, I like her again today. She's just, her and Jackie Young, they both start the seasons off very hot, very quick. And I can see going right back to both of them once again today. If you do want the GPP play, Jackie Young tends to be the one that gets overshadowed by everybody on the Aces. People sleep on the fact of what she can do, but don't forget, she was a 2019 #1 pick for a reason. She can hoop, she can ball, and that three-point shot that she has now, it's there. She showed it last season. I want to say she shot close to 40% last season, if not more, and it's once again there. Once again there, she dropped 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, a steal, and played a nice 26 minutes. Now, if this game can stay close, we might be able to see our starters actually play 30 minutes, which is something that we're going to want. This game has a 13-point spread last time I looked at it, but hopefully if the Sparks, they can keep it close. Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, I think they're going to have no problem at all. If you want to go for the narrative, or my take is going to be GP play, that's going to be Chelsea Gray. Diana Taurasi, first 2 games, womp womp. Dropped 30.25 fantasy points, 26.75 fantasy points. From a 9K player, I'm kind of wanting more of like the 30 to 35 fantasy point range. Like I said, the only issue that really is killing DT is she will start the first half hot. She will be out there. She will be running up and down. The stroke, the shot will look great. She's not getting the calls, which I honestly feel like she should be getting some of the calls. There was a lot of missed calls for her in the game going up against the Sky. She did not get a couple of calls that she should have had. But if she can just keep the momentum going into the second half, she will have a banger game. GPP play for me, just for the fact of I haven't seen it, and like I said, I just feel like she's old. She's 40. I don't think that it's there. She's like putting up numbers like what you would expect, what Vince Carter did in his going away season type stuff. I just don't see it for a DT. GPP play for me all day, every day. Shea Petty, she's out. Do not play it. Look, it says out. Don't touch it at all. All right, then you got Kayla McBride in Canada. Canada definitely due for a bounce back game if she can go out there and actually put up some decent numbers going up against the Spark. Looking at what she did last season in this position, in the spot going up against them, she had 28, 26, and 28 fantasy points. So you know the production can definitely be there for her if she puts it all together. Like I said, I expect more than 5 points. She definitely should be able to do that, especially when you're out there, you're taking 9 shots, you only made 2. I expect a bounce back game from her, just like how we saw from Gray. So definitely do not hate her as a GPP play as well. Same thing for Kayla McBride. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. She'll have the game where she's going to pop off and go off, but as of right now, I'm not messing with it. If you want to look at what she did last season, 34, 26, 29, 29 fantasy points. She dropped some decent numbers with her points 18, 15, 17, 18. If that's actually what we can get from her, yes, she's going to be in a smash spot. But as of right now, not something that I'm messing with or looking at in regards to her. I'll figure out something else. Going into our mid tier, we got Mariah Jefferson, Cunningham, going all the way down till we get to JT, who of course is currently out. Looking at this range right here, Mariah Jefferson, I personally think that if the Mercs want to win and they want to keep games close and they want to do it all, I think that Jefferson has to step up in that regards. She dropped 16 points in the first game, went down to 6 points in the second game. I honestly expected more from her, especially going up against the Sky. I really thought that she would actually been able to go out there and have a pretty decent game. Now, she is playing for the team that she is playing against the team that she played for last season. So if you want a narrative again, here you go right here with Mariah Jefferson in that spot. I think that maybe she might want to go out and be like, yeah, I left y'all. I'm over here. I'm playing with a goat, two goats actually. What's up? But the assist numbers, I expect that to be a little bit more from her. Only 2 assists. She is the facilitator, the playmaker for them. Yes, Diana Taurasi can have the ball in her hands, but DT playmaking is horrible. Turnover galore if you ever pay attention to that. And just the points, I expect more from her. Definitely a prop that I have some interest in. I'm going to go ahead and call it out now. Mariah Jefferson, I want to say it was at 7.5 first half PRA. Over. Especially in the matchup going up against the Lynx, who we literally just seen that they gave it up. One of Diana Taurasi or Mariah Jefferson is going to go off and have a night. We just seen what Chelsea Gray and Rainey Howard just did. Right now, to me, Diana Taurasi is Rainey Howard. Chelsea Gray, right now, that's going to be Mariah Jefferson. Yes, they have Cunningham out there, but to me, Cunningham is nothing but a scorer. That is typically what she's out there to do. Yes, she can rebound a little bit. If the three-point shot is falling, she will light it up. But I just think Jefferson has more of the upside. So if I'm going between the two, I'm going with Jefferson. I'm going to find my 300 more to go ahead and play Jefferson. Of course, Cunningham, again, she relies a lot on that shot to fall. I just think Jefferson brings more to the table in regards to everything that she can do because she is an all-around player. So that's my two right there. And like I said, Don Miller, 7-2, consistently dropping to 20 fantasy points. I mean, it's a crappy slate. If you land on it, you land on it. You know she's not going to get you a 0. And who knows, this could be the game that she needs to actually pop off. I feel like she's going to probably guard. Excuse me. I feel like she probably is going to guard Diana Taurasi. So maybe she might be able to get the rookie in trouble in regards to foul trouble. We have seen that she has been hunting for calls and stuff like that. But if Diamond can actually just stay with the best of her, she might be able to shut down DT or something like that. But if she's going to actually finally get the minutes, I actually don't mind that spot right here. Lexi Brown looked pretty good in that first game. Took 7 shots, 3 of 5. Decent points, 4, 2, 1. 27.5 fantasy points. I actually really do like that. That looks really good. And then just her history going up against the Aces. 12, 20, 24. Came on as the season went on. Still, GPP, don't mind it, don't hate it. Would not hate the spot. She's pretty much their most reliable shooter that they have in the starting lineup. Sutton, seeing that she's going to consistently get those minutes, even with Cunningham being back, she still played minutes. Again, another player that's not going to get you 0, sitting at 6,400 if you land on it. Not going to hate it. Again, just not going to get you a 0. That's it. I'm not saying, yes, play Sutton. You got to play Sutton. She's not going to get you a 0. But she might be able to just help you if that's what you land on in this range between her and Cook. Cook, she didn't look bad out there. I pretty much think that she's going to be their leader off the bench in regards to who's going to be leading that bench unit for the Sparks. So 6,200, I don't hate it, don't mind it at all. GPP play definitely for sure. Your bench player playing about 15 minutes. If you're going to play about 20 minutes, which is pretty much half the game, I definitely wouldn't mind that at all. And then Tiffany Mitchell, she can score. That's pretty much it. I want to see these numbers go up. The minutes are definitely going up, but as I expect Diamond Miller to progress and continue, I don't expect Tiffany to continue to play that 27 minutes right there. Expect that to come back down to that 20 range and whatnot. Going down to our low tier / value plays. Banham, nope, especially if she's not in the starting lineup or nothing like that. Like I said, she relies a lot on her shot in order to actually do anything. Clarendon, I mean, if you land on it, don't hate it as a value play. Carly Samuel, I don't hate it if you land on it. Again, not someone that I'm going to. Allen, if she's in the starting lineup again, then yes, I don't mind going back to her again. if she's in the starting lineup, because at 4-4 you're getting it for a starter who will be in a pretty decent matchup, going up against the Mercs, who don't have anything outside of Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner going for them right now. 4-4 in the highest total game of the night. Don't hate that at all. Everyone else down here, unless someone sees something that they can call it inside the comment section, not messing with none of that right there. All right, getting ready to go over the forwards. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and definitely leave a like. Talk to me down in the comment section. Definitely trying to really keep this stuff going for you guys. Doing my best in regards to getting you guys these breakdowns and just bringing content to the channel, covering the WNBA, and just trying to do sports overall. So definitely support your boy. I want to say sitting at 413 subscribers. Let's see if we can get up to 500 within the next week or two. Or actually, before the month ends, let's see if we can get up to 500. That'd really mean a lot to me to actually get to that. Been doing this YouTube channel for a while, and definitely want to see it actually finally break 500. I'll stay more consistent with it. All right, going over to the forward side of things, we got Aja Wilson, Brittany Griner, Nneka, Parker, Shepard, Cheney up here in our top tier of plays. Pretty much to me, I don't feel like, no, not I don't feel, I know the Lynx do not have anybody that's going to be able to contend with Griner. So right now, it's between Brittany Griner and Aja Wilson. As we're seeing, Aja, she really kind of just coasted in that last game. Didn't do much in regards to her scoring. We know she can get some blocks and steals like that. She killed on the glass. That double-double bonus that you get over here on DK was really definitely helpful. 13 points, 13 rebounds, assists, a block, a steal. Dropped 35.2 fantasy points. If this game can stay competitive, if this game is going to be a game, then we know she has the capability of dropping a 64, 50, 46 fantasy point game. I don't care that Candace Parker's on this team. I still feel like this is Aja Wilson's team. This is I feel like this is still Aja Wilson's team. She is still going to go out there and beat Aja Wilson and do everything that she does. She still is. Again, you only replace Wnba with Candace Parker, who pretty much, if you want to say they average close to the same production, pretty much is all it is. CP is a better defender, even in her older age, but that's it. This is still Aja's team. At worst, she's going to get you 30 plus. I don't hate that at all for her. If you want to stack the double bigs, if you want to stack the double bigs for Aja Wilson, Brittany Griner, just go ahead and pay up for those and look for some value somewhere else. I don't hate that. Don't mind that at all. Definitely will be. I don't hate just running Aja and Griner, but I know for a fact Griner, the Lynx have no one that can contend with her. I want to say that Shepard, she's like 6'3", if I'm not mistaken. 6'1", 6'3", one of those two heights right there. Griner's like 6'5", 6'6". You're not contending with her. Now, if Griner can just go ahead and actually snag the boards, yeah, she had 10 boards, but honestly, she should have had more in that game going up against this guy who did not have anyone to truly defend her. Elizabeth Williams did all right defending her in that game, but Griner should have definitely had way more rebounds than that out there. The 27 points, I love that for her. The fact that she's actually knocking down when she's getting to the line, I love that. Love that a lot. Definitely can see the Lynx, they can foul. They definitely will foul. Especially just, she's going to be so much bigger than everyone out there. Her, if she uses her force, the block upside is there. I love Brittany Griner again here today. I did not make Brittany Griner the cover photo because it seems like I've started the curse of the cover photo, because my last couple players that I've had with Howard and Collier in that first game being the cover photo, they kind of didn't do all of what we wanted. So instead, I made it Diana Taurasi. So let's see if I can't correlate the cover photo to a negative game for certain players in that a sense. Not that I'm wishing any negativity on any player, but sometimes I can believe in a little bit of superstition. Nneka, I don't hate this spot at all for her. If this game is going to stay close, it's going to be on the back of her going out there and doing her thing in regards to just keeping it close. She's dropped 18, 32, 38, and 21 fantasy points in this same spot. She went out there, dropped 33 fantasy points in the first game at 10-1. Like I said, I'd rather just go ahead and find the production that the savings and get up to Brittany Griner or Aja Wilson. Especially considering when you come down here and for some reason DraftKings just said, hey, let's drop the price on Collier once again. Why is Collier not in the 8K, 9K range, and yet you have Shepard, who has not really gone out there and done anything and truly cost the Lynx that game in the last game, sitting here at 9,200? This should be Collier. It should not be Shepard. Shepard has the matchup going up against Brittany Griner. That's her matchup. This is a Collier. Collier is the leader of the team. So pretty much, you could just play Collier until she's in the 9K range where she should be. I'm playing Collier. Every single time she's at 7 something, 6 something, Collier, Collier, Collier. This is her team. This is what she do. This is what she's out there to do. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. Don't even think twice about it. This is the lock of the day. Play Collier. Shit, you want to go over to Prize Picks and play? I want to say her fantasy points is at 33.5 fantasy points. Play it, lock it. Just go ahead, lock it in. Collier, this is her team. She's gonna do what she does. This is what she's meant to do. They got Parker Price up here at 10K. I didn't touch on this. I'm not touching that. At 10K, give me Aja Wilson once again. Now, if you want to go in the GPPs, I'm very intrigued that she dropped 32 fantasy points in 23 minutes. Yeah, that's cool. But once again, Aja's team. I'm gonna go with the safety. GPP, take that Candace Parker. Cheney, like I said, she didn't look bad in that first game. Dropped 27.25 fantasy points. But again, sitting at the 8-3 range, I'm going to go with Collier. Powers, until we get word that she's going to actually get more minutes. Let's see what DK has in here. Yeah, no. Until we get word that she's going to actually get more minutes than 10 minutes a game, I'm not touching that at 7-6. Heck no. Heck no. Stay away from it. Don't even think about it. Don't even touch it. All right, so coming down, Turner, Stevens is out, Clark, Onion. None of these really interest me. Like I said, in the mid-range, we already got Collier. There's not really too much to come there. Now coming down here to the low tier / value, Ham Bam. If you believe in revenge, just go ahead and lock her in. Her minutes are going to continue to go up every single game. We know it's going to go up. I don't hate that at all. I do believe in narrative sometimes, so definitely can put her into. Hold on, mama. Okay. You definitely can put her into a line or something like that. Kia Stokes, not really my cup of tea. I don't know why my thing is highlighted. Nope, not going with Kita. I will have some interest in Dorka because she looked decent out there in her run. She's going to be seeing about the 15 or so minutes a game. It's not bad in regards to a value big. If she can just string together the production, I mean, who knows? You know, Collier, she can be in foul trouble again. Same thing for Shepard. You know, some foul trouble like that. Maybe they might actually just plug her in and see what she can do out there. Really, it's just ugly. I think that you just find the I don't know, plug in who you actually want to plug in, then go over and look for some value somewhere. Maybe at the guard position. I definitely feel like this is going to be. The pay down for us for today is going to be at the guards, especially. I mean, you can go with Cookie, considering the fact that rookie, she's going to get the burn, especially if she's playing the way that she's played already, and then if it blows out, I don't see why you wouldn't play her more than 15 minutes. Like I said, she's going to be the leader off the bench for them, so definitely a spot sitting at 6'2". That looks really great and not bad at all. Okay. All right, you guys go sit down and play. I'm almost done. But yeah, definitely, you know, that's just my outlook right there. If I was to run a core of something right there, right now it would be Collier, Griner, and Aja Wilson. Just going with the safety at my forward position, and then I'll figure it out at the guard position. That's exactly what I would look at. If you guys don't know, check out LineStar. They actually have all the game logs and stuff like that. Shows you the matchups, some analytics and stuff like that in regards to what players have done in their last stint out there. Not plugging them necessarily, but yeah, just check it out. All right, going over to Prize Picks, gonna go over a couple of props that I am gonna be on. Like I said, a lot of the props they got bumped, so don't be surprised if you can't get these lines at the value that it was at. Again, if you want to be able to get these props and get the stuff whenever we're putting it out, whenever it drops, whenever we're getting onto it, check down the link in the description below for the Patreon. It's only $10, and you will make that back within your first week. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And then, of course, just talking in Discord and all the giveaways that we do. You know, you're automatically entered into a lot of the raffles that we do whenever you just subscribe to the Patreon. You know, we do $50, $100 giveaways. Definitely check that out. But going over the prices, if you don't have an account, there's also a link for that down in the description below to get a deposit match bonus up to $100. So check that out. Use the link and make some money. Right now, they got a free square for a Joker to put up more than a point inside of the NBA Finals. Of course, that won't be until next week. So if you lock that in now, today, you're going to be looking at that lineup. And if it reds out for everything besides just the Joker, then you're really just going to be stuck looking at a free square. You can play up to $25 on that. I know that for a fact. One of the players that I know for the NBA that I was on for today, let's see if they put him back up, Caleb Martin. Before they had announced that Gabe Vincent was going to be out, I was already on Caleb Martin for his fantasy points, 23.5. He's gone over that. And besides the last game going up against Boston, it was at 22 earlier. He's gone over that for all the games going up against Boston. And now without Gabe Vincent, I would expect him to get maybe a little bit more minutes, but also the fact that Kevin Love does not play after the first quarter typically, and that's because Caleb Martin, he's sliding in there into that forward position, considering that you're playing pretty much two shooting guards / small forwards and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. It makes sense for the matchup for Martin to be out there. And then points and rebounds, I've locked in on to Jimmy Butler. He's gone over this. He's cleared this pretty much almost every single game, and he's just been a force to reckon with out there for the Miami Heat. He's just been doing it all. And if they actually have put Kyle Lowry, they got his assist up here at 5. I actually generally do like that, considering there's no Gabe Vincent. I'm wondering who they're going to slide into the starting lineup. I don't think that's come out yet, but definitely something to keep an eye on and look at in regards to the NBA. For the hockey, I know for a fact I'm going with the young rising star in Wyatt. Let's see, where's he at? Oh, they bumped it. I knew this was going to get bumped. This has been sitting at 2 since last night. It's finally been bumped up to 2.5. I seen it on the books. The books were bumping him up to 2.5 as well. So if you were able to get that value at 2, you got a really good thing. He's gone over this in every single game going up against Vegas, and considering he's cleared it also through the regular season going up against Vegas. I want to say he had 1 miss going up against Vegas, but on top of that, this is an elimination game for the star, so they're definitely going to have to bring their A game tonight, and I once again see him getting more than 2.5 shots. So more of a lean now because he can hook you. You know, those 0.5s, it can be a hook, but I got a lot of confidence in him tonight. I do like that 2.5 still. All right, going over to WNBA, like I said, a lot of props have gotten bumped already since last night. Coming out, looking at everything, really straight off the bat, none of the points stick out anymore because they definitely have jacked up some things over here. I know some people are on Aja Wilson, but not really something that I'm looking at. Diana Taurasi, this was at 26.5. People are taking the under on this. I mean, I would take the under on it as well, just considering that she just has not looked good at all. I take a leaner on Mariah Jefferson at 15.5 just because I think she could definitely have a much better game here today. Same thing for Collier, 26.5. I don't hate this. I actually really don't mind this, especially if she's able to go out there and put the production that we're expecting for her to do. And then if you want to take a flyer on, like, say, a Candace Parker, 23, if you believe in a narrative, go ahead and run that right there. Aja Wilson, you can get nothing more than a push right here if she only goes in there and grab 10 rebounds, but I do like her rebounds right there for her as well today. Same thing for Shepard. She's pretty much going to be the main rebounding force out there for the Lynx, but much safer play would be her rebounds and assists if it's still sitting at 12.5. If it's sitting at 13, it's not more than a push. Still, I would go ahead and take it because she has been facilitating. She doesn't bring you much on the offensive end in regards to scoring, but her playmaking and her rebounding has definitely been key to that for them. BG, she should dominate the rebounding in this game, but we have seen that she's been iffy in the past, and that's why I'm not too keen on it, but I would expect her to go over. I do not hate that play for today right there for the 8.5. Would be a lean for me, not a strong suit. Yes, I got to play it. Fee, I like that. Those assists. Same thing for DT. I like both of those. Same thing for Mariah Jefferson. The 4 assists, like I said, she dropped 4 in the first game. She should definitely be able to come out here and actually drop and do more than what she did. DT has already, for the season, she's gone over in 1, pushed in another one. That's what I said. I do like her assist here for today. This was sitting at 3.5 earlier. It's already been bumped, so another one. We're missing out on value. Aja Wilson, her fantasy score that has already been bumped as well. I didn't hate this one. It was at 30 plus, but still 40.5. That's not bad. Brittany Griner, she's my play of the day. I dropped that inside the chat last night. I want to say around 2 o'clock. This has been bumped up from the 39 it was at. Still, I love her today. I feel like the block and the points upside and everything is there for her today. It's a plus cushion matchup. She should definitely be able to go over. Same thing for Fee. This was sitting at 33 earlier. Another play that I really do actually like, don't hate at all. So, I mean, you can run a power 2 with those two, especially to get the game stack. And then Diamond Miller, this was sitting at 20 earlier. Now it's sitting at 21. Like I said, I'll run it in the flex play just to have the action on it because I do actually like Diamond Miller. Again, I still feel like she's going to go out here and actually be producing. And I will be early to the party, not late like everyone else. Mariah Jefferson, don't hit the 20.5 fantasy points. If she can actually get it going, get the scoring to flow, then yes, she will be able to clear this with ease. at all. DT, like I said, she starts off the first half hot. If you want to go anything for Diana Taurasi, WNBA first half, look at her first half fantasy points scored. Go with the fantasy points scored for her first half if you want to go with anything for her, just because, like I said, she mellows out in the second half and it's not so good. That last game going up against the Sky, foul trouble. That's why she really didn't do hot in the first half and just could never get it going after that. Mariah Jefferson, like I said earlier, I feel like this is just a spot she's going to be able to dominate. 7.5, yeah. Definitely would take the over on that for her points, rebounds, assists. Same thing for Brittany Griner, expected to go out there and have a pretty bussin' first half, so definitely could see that for her right there. And then same thing, Aja Wilson. Let's see. Both of these got bumped. This was sitting at 20. This was at 19.5 when it first opened. Now it's up to 20.8. Don't hate it. Once again, the block, upside, rebounding, and the points. She's pretty much just the fourth in the first half. Don't hate that. This was at 20. This is bumped a whole 2. Lean play now. Not nothing I'm going to jump on. If you want an alternative, Kelsey Plum, like we said, she starts off first half hot. Boom, boom, cleared it in the last 2 games. And then where is Jackie? Same thing for Jackie. Either one of these two, they should actually be able to go off. But I would lean Plum if I'm going with any of them right there. Aja Wilson, if I'm going to take anything, it'll be her PRA, not the fantasy points anymore, just because she can go out there, she can get a turnover too, and that'll screw your whole thing, especially if you're taking the first half prop. So that's going to be a quick breakdown, quick overview, just a couple of things. Oh, actually, I can give you guys one more for a prop that I actually do like. Let me see. Never mind. Oh, wait, no. Okay, Gilbert is still up. Logan Gilbert going up against Oakland. Oakland is trash. Horrible. They got a high strike rate. Logan should definitely be able to wheel and deal out there. Should pitch all 6 innings, quality start, and should be able to get the win as well, long as Seattle comes to play. So definitely Logan Gilbert, 39.5 pitching fantasy score. Another player that I do actually love on today's slate. All right, guys, that's going to be my breakdown. I kind of feel like I went a little bit long here on this one. Didn't mean to make it 36 minutes for a 2-game slate. I'm going to work on just getting to meat and potatoes and shortening stuff. But if you guys made it to the end, thank you guys for checking this out. I really do appreciate you guys checking out the content and talking to me down in the comment section. Hopefully, I give you guys something. If you guys do get some winners and takedowns, shout me out, shout your boy out. Let him know where to come and find some pretty good WNBA content. And I will see you guys.